and I match my walls. Okay. Hey, solving your problem. It's actually a funny username. We just started this live. And this will be posted right after we record this. So anybody that missed it, anybody that came in here late, I appreciate you solving your problem. And as always, I'm happy to be here with you guys. My internet, well, my internet was out for over a day. Basically, all of the electricity was out. So that means we got hit by a storm. And coincidentally, the energy on my phone was about to die too. So I didn't have my phone either. There's been a lot of synchronicities. There's been like so many synchronicities. And yeah, you can only really come to know these synchronicities in your life. The only truly way to do this is actually naturally becoming still, because everything is entangled into an inner web. Our logic mind likes to think that we are separated and we are individual. That's how this reality is even constructed. But actually, everything is happening simultaneously in our life. It's incredible. The synchronicities are just, they're so blatantly in our face, just with our past lives, all of our past lives. They're right there. The future, you want to tell your future, it's right there. Some people have special abilities where they can do certain things. And it's, again, when we become to the stillness, it reveals all of us everything. So you were Amish maxing, basically. Yeah. I thought it was going to be for like 7 days, that I wouldn't have any power. That's hilarious, though. And if anyone has any questions, we're beginning this live. Yeah, that's what I'm about to get to talk about, solving your problem. How I felt from it. I obviously thought it was going to be longer. Every time I hear you speak, it's like PTSD from the monastery. Did you have like bad memories from there? Why is everyone asking the same stuff over and over again? As in, like, towards like you, or like questions to me? Hey, Anderson Woods. Yeah. And so those synchronicities, they're blatantly in our face. Everything is happening in our life because of the past. It's insane. Why does everyone ask the same stuff over and over again? Well, I'm going to probably be repeating it for the rest of my life. But the questions, some people aren't there for them, so maybe they just didn't hear the answer. And every person that has a question, they basically get a different answer because the question is interpersonalized. So it depends on who's asking it and how are they asking it. Even through text and email. And people usually ask, the most popular questions. That's how it goes. And another thing is everything connects. So questions may seem like they differ, but they're they all come back to the main question. We'll zoom in a little bit. And I want to thank everybody for coming in. This is sometimes a weird time, and a lot of people for live, they don't come in, but it's still fun. and I'm glad to be here with you guys. So, the internet being out, I thought it was going to be longer. It was very interesting, though, just of not having electricity out or having the electricity out. Everything has positive around it, positive things. Yeah. Woo! And I believe it did more good than it did bad. And I think the internet is a real good thing because the internet connects us around the world almost spontaneously. A lot of people say the internet's bad and brought about all these negative things. But really, the internet has brought us all together. It's also so many people I've met on the internet. If my connection is like laggy at all, please let me know. So many people have met through the internet. And we also gain so much knowledge through the internet. So much knowledge that through the internet. So the internet is we were talking about this like 2 days ago. If my internet connection's laggy, please let me know. Hey Matt the Visionary. I just started, so you didn't miss anything. Well, you didn't miss much. And we're talking about because my electricity has been out. The power of the internet. We get to meet so many people from all over the world. I've met fantastic people. And I've learned so many things. I know we were talking about the internet and the live a couple days ago. Basically, a thunderbolt. My brother actually seen it. A thunderbolt struck a transformer right around our house, a couple minutes up the road. Yeah, and the whole neighborhood was out without electricity. And I also got rained on, like very heavily, because I was outside. And we were, this is when all the synchronicities were going on that we were talking about in the beginning of this live. But they're always going on. They're going on right now. And the thing with electricity being out, it's very, and my phone was off too. I didn't have a phone. But it's very different without electricity. Especially at night, because there's no lights. So that was probably the most interesting thing. There were no street lights, so it was very dark. Yeah. And in some sense, there was probably more people outside, and it did bring a connection towards people. But that being said, like the reason why there's these people aren't coming outside because they're not coming outside. Whatever, they're playing video games, they're caught up in their phone. So, in some sense, when the electricity went out, people did come together. Lego, you were in here the other day for this, but we did just talk about the power of the internet. And I know you were saying like certain things about it, which is true. But we get to meet people through online and have this positive experience. We learn so many things online. It's absolutely insane the amount of stuff we can learn online. It's back now. So I want to do a thank you to the internet and all the knowledge that we got and all the people that we met. Life is definitely completely different. We're just living in a different time. We're just living in a different time where we have the internet. No, I think maybe I did actually like kick you out of the live. I think that might have happened the other day. That may be why you lost the wrench. Like I said, I thought my power was going to be out for like a week. I'm so happy to be here with all you guys. It was an accident. It was an accident, Lego. Yeah. Yeah. I do think more people need to come outside their houses, and there's no reason to be in your house all the time. Come out for activity, meeting your community, and it's just not natural to be in the house all the time. Apparently, there was a big blackout in Spain. Yeah, I heard about that a little bit. That is crazy. It's really crazy. Need my caffeine or I'll feel dead and weak. Yeah, I was thinking about taking some like last night. But yeah, yesterday I didn't get to like eat anything, and it's been like that pretty consistent for like a week, over a week now. Hopefully I get to eat stuff today. Yeah. A lot of great things are coming in the future, and there's going to be things that seem bad at first. Things are going to seem bad, but it's actually just to make us aware internally of what's going on, realization, and it's also to bring us all together because I see it every day. The world is coming more together. We are becoming more free. Yeah, need my caffeine. I might take some caffeine today because the lack of me not eating. I slept most of like the last day and a half because I couldn't eat. Yeah, sir, Necro. Nice to see you here. I just had my power out for a day and a half. I thought it was going to be out for a week. We just like went over all of this. Yeah, if you're from New Zealand, our one friend Stoic, he's been in here for like a long time. He's actually from Australia, New Zealand. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. If anyone has any questions, you can always post them. And this live will be posted after this. So in case you missed anything or want to see it. Yeah, well, Goatus, I don't know. Yeah, I think he preaches about more being natural than he actually is, or maybe he wants to live that way, but he doesn't. But yeah, he does do like a lot of good. Yeah, so there's definitely like positives and positivity about him. But one of the main factors and keys of life is we create our life. And we have the internet to get really that expansive amount of knowledge. Back in the day, let's just say you wanted to go to India and you're from America. Well, you just get on a boat or a plane. You get on a boat or a plane and you go to India. Now, you can call somebody in India. You can video chat. There's videos on YouTube you can see of people in India. So, and it's just with all over the world. Yeah. Yeah, it just came to the point where it's just like a joke. Yeah, yeah, it was crazy. We discussed it in the beginning. I thought it was going to be like a week, and when I do these lives, they like straight up killed my battery. So I didn't have a phone either. Yeah. I was out in the rain when this happened. It was raining super hard, but I was close to my home anyway. And it was really nice. Yeah. Yeah, I can't like even watch him. Yeah, I can't watch him or Vegetable Police. I'm not watching them anymore. Yeah. But Matt, I am taking the electrolytes, like a lot of them. So I doubled down on the electrolytes yesterday. Actually got Dr. Berg's. And I got the electrolytes in here too. That's what this is. I, yeah, well, it might be because of the electrolytes, and I'm finally. Yeah, I appreciate that Lego. I also did sleep a lot, so maybe that has something to do. But literally, I only ate. I didn't eat anything yesterday, and I haven't been able to eat anything in like the last week. I've ate about like 2 meals, maybe 3 meals in the last week. Yeah, there's something. I was gonna say. Well, I hope you're okay, Sir Necro. I think I did hear about the earthquakes there. And that's the thing, Sir Necro said. Every thought we have creation. That's why we have to be in control. And more importantly, we have to, the way we perceive the world, so the stuff we create from our mind, it manifests. It manifests in positive energy and negative energy. It might not happen immediately. You want $100 or you need money, it might happen tomorrow. You may find it on the floor. You may find it outside. Someone may donate it to you. Maybe you save $100 on a TV you're going to buy. It doesn't necessarily, life doesn't happen in the way you think it's going to happen. And because we are limitless. Yeah, he stabbed his classmates. Yeah. And I don't know why YouTube allows him to post either. I don't, yeah, the whole thing doesn't really make sense. He doesn't make sense. Like, so the sun is about to send more energy. Yeah, I think it was doing that hyperly in 2024. Yeah. It was so hot up in this attic because I didn't have the fan or electricity, the humidity from the rain. So I slept on the porch. And you should eat seafood. Yeah, well, ironically, I've been out of a car for like pretty much like 2 weeks. Both of my cars are messed up, Sir Necra. I have a feeling Necra, it means something special. But I haven't been able to like travel around like I was. But for like almost a whole month, at least 3 weeks, like a couple weeks ago, all I ate was seafood. I have videos of me eating the seafood, but they will be coming out. Yeah. Yeah, you are right. I've been trying to get shrimp. I've been trying to get shrimp. I Yeah, but it very well could be more hydration from the water. Yeah. Seafood is the best meat to eat. Yeah, seafood is the best to eat. Just is. It's not as heavy as red meat. And it has usually probably more minerals. It has more minerals. It's easier to digest. Yeah. Stop mogging. Hello, Andreas. In fact, when I gave my friends, because we made sushi and it was their favorite food. And in fact, my friend said it's his favorite food to eat. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I love it. I haven't been eating in the last week, so. But I've been wanting shrimp because when you eat stuff like shrimp, since we're on the topic, and clams, you could eat a seahorse, which I've never heard anybody do that. Oysters, it's different when you eat, like, if you eat a chicken, and especially if you eat a cow, you're not eating the whole organism. And usually you're just eating the muscle meat. When you eat shrimp, you're getting the whole nervous system. You're getting all the minerals. You're getting the brain. You're just getting the whole life force of the animal. So seafood is usually smaller, sometimes. And when you eat a cow, you're not getting the whole organism. And for you to even eat a whole cow, if that's all you ate, it's going to take you months to eat this whole cow. So it's not practical to have one cow for one person. How are you doing, Andreas? Yes, Andreas, you do look Middle Eastern. Have you had seafood, Andreas? Well, that's the thing is I ate bacon the last 2 days. That's the only food that I got to eat. A couple pieces in the morning. I don't know. I don't know. I think the bacon might have been a little old. I actually cooked it though. It was already smoked. I don't know if that messed me up. Shrimp maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I didn't really see like any parasites in there. And shrimp is so yummy. I've always liked when I was a kid. Always like the breaded shrimp. Whew. And fish sticks. Pork though is my favorite meat. They always ban it in the religions, but why does it taste the best? They say pork doesn't sweat. They say the pig doesn't sweat, but neither does any animal. No animal sweats. Birds don't. I never see a bird sweat. I've never seen a whale sweat. Dogs and cats, they don't sweat. They pant. They don't sweat. I don't even know any animal that sweats. Yeah. You're Pakistani. You're Indian Pajub. Well, I used to not. I like all meat the same, but meats have different. They just have different qualities. I used to not like fish. Like I liked breaded fish, but now I actually like, the raw fish. I love it. Absolutely. I love it all though. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, the world started with water. It all started as water. That's why we're mainly water. But it obviously started with sea creatures. And so they are further from us, whereas we are now land creatures. And when we eat the sea creature, it's not the same as eating a buffalo. Yeah, me and you, Andreas, are pretty close in skin color, except you get to have a tan all year around. Yeah. Anybody that I gave the raw seafood to, like sushi, and I hear people online talk about it too. They absolutely love it. God bless everyone. If there's any last questions, anything you want to talk about, you can post them down below. I have. I was seeing if I could eat a chicken egg right here. I did eat one at the beginning of the stream. Yeah, I usually eat all my eggs raw. I haven't been able to eat anything like all week, so you know. Ironically, I've somehow gotten better though. See, this is a banana I tried eating yesterday. That was actually probably from 2 days ago. It was in the fridge though. But yes, it was an egg. Yeah, I got they're pasture raised. You're a little bit of everything, Andres. And I just dropped the egg. Ironically, it did not explode. Yeah, I haven't been able to eat nothing. So, flu, flu delivery from Pakistani. We're going to deliver to Greece. One thing, though, that we can all do is always come back to inside of ourselves when the power goes out, when some situation's going on in our life. See how see how we're feeling and see our thoughts about it. That way we're not instantly reacting. We're having a delayed reaction because we are in control. Animals, which we have evolved from spiritually, they are just have involuntary reactions. Yeah. Andreas. It's just saying he's Andreas is from everywhere. Do you look Arab? Yeah, you kinda do. Yeah, you do. You do. You look a little bit different though. But they usually have the thing on their head, the hijib. I don't really know about like their cultures. Yeah. Because the true journey is studying ourselves from the inside. We feel some way about this, then we feel some way about this, but our spirit, it does not change the observer. It does not change. It's a steady observation and feeling. And it can be explained as excitement and uh, just being present. Yeah. Life is fantastic to all of us. We all have greater things coming to us in the future. And even though it might not seem like it, great things God has planned for all of us. And just being in here is going to bring success to all of us. Yeah, is Turkey real close to you, Andreas? And have you ate any seafood recently? So our whole existence is alive. The whole reality is life. And the basis of reality, it is feeling. So life is a presence that we can tap into. We are here to discover this. We have all this external stuff going on, but that's because it is created for the game. We can appreciate the external because there has to be something to hook us. But really, once we start watching our reactions and our thoughts, looking for the source inside of us, do you see the trick? Celebrities and really rich people, they're always trying, they're trying to be satisfied. And just people in general. But we're satisfied when we get the answers from within. Because we are here. We we are this. My hands are pale, but I've also just went through like super long winter. Matt, you do look Hungarian, but that's only because you said something. Yeah. Yes, you do, Andreas. But all reality that we've ever known has been seated right here within us. And eventually we go back to this. Yeah, Matt is very hairy. I'm white, but that's because I haven't been in the sun for like the sun wasn't that strong. I appreciate you, Sam. Nice profile picture. YouTube needs to make. I like the colors. YouTube needs to make the chat bigger, way bigger, and they need to make the profile pictures way bigger. I do have a little bit of Native American, and yeah, my friend is actually full blown Native American. I might have them on here. Yeah, I'm just a little bit of Native American, but my family does they do have traits. Like my uncle, he looks like an he looks like a his face, physical feature, he looks like an eagle. Yeah. Most of us come from the same place anyway. This is what I'll say. Everybody pretty much looks the same. The only people that really stand out can be white people, Indians, all the way to the Inuit, to Chinese, Native Americans. They all have similar facial features. But like white people, just their skin tone is very different. Mexicans, they look pretty much Chinese. They're- yeah. Black people, Africans, black and white people are probably like they're the most extreme. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I look like a bunch of things. Mongolian. I can look Chinese. But it's because I have my hair like this. I didn't always look like this. Yes, yes. I'm not. Mexicans definitely have darker skin for sure, and I definitely look Mediterranean. But their facial features, like if you look at a Mexican's face, just the way it is, it looks like the same as the Inuit, the Eskimos, very the same. Yeah. Well, thanks for everyone for joining. We're an hour and 2 minutes into this. The beginning will be posted. Bless all you guys. Yeah. I mean, I haven't eaten like barely anything in a week, so I just don't even know how my body is really up and going. Yeah. But hopefully I get to eat more soon. Yeah. Cuz like a month ago I ate more food. I got to eat so much food and I thought it was going to continue. Yeah. But thank you all for being here. God has blessings for everybody. Matt, well, Andreas looks, he looks Arab, but he can look a little Mediterranean too. I'll see you guys soon. I appreciate all you guys for being here. Life is just an experience, and we experience everything. And we can create the experience that we want to do. We just got to head in that direction.